In this one, it's, of course, success after college. It's not what you know, but who you know. Of course, when you're in college, you have to make sure you do internships and things like that, especially if you do STEM fields and stuff like that. Now, okay, you want to do these things, and if you go to a college like I did, where you have a few spots and like 10,000 students wanting to get into it because it's a research university. I can't explain to you how to increase your, well, yeah, I can. If you're shy as hell like I was, you're not getting them, okay? Because talking to people, it's kind of very difficult. So getting a good job, talking to people, that's out. If you're shy like I am, you can forget about it. You're going to end up like me in poverty if you're as shy as I am. You have a difficult time. But if you're not as screwed up as I am, you need to talk to your professors if you can. There are plenty of scholarships and research opportunities, internships. You need to try for them. And I'm about to say something that a lot of you are going to get upset. It's going to trigger a lot of you people. So trigger warning. Minorities and women have a better chance of success after college and getting those internships. I can understand for minorities. I understand. Women, I don't, because there's really not one privilege that men have that they don't have. They actually are more privileged. But let's not get into that. Go ahead and get a thumbs down because you're offended and triggered. I'll take any thumbs down as people being weak and triggered easily. But you really want to get to know your professors, and you need to do those internships. You got to know as many people as you can, especially if you're white and you're male. You definitely got to make sure you get to know people as well as you can. Don't think, well, I got good grades and I've done all this stuff, all extra stuff. Nobody's going to care about your freaking grades. Trust me, your grades mean nothing. I don't care how smart you are. You can have a 4.0. Someone with a 2.0 will still get that job before you. I know you're probably rolling your eyes like, yeah, right. Trust me, they will. If they're charismatic and they're able to sweet talk people, they're getting that job. You're not. If their daddy works at that company, they're getting that job. You're not. Now, if you become their friends, they might help you out. And I've said this in other videos, and I want to say this again. First off, watch the video about, your debt. Please watch that, because that will also decrease your chances. If how you manage your debt has a huge impact on your chance of success at the college. But another thing is, keep copies of your transcript every semester. I don't care how much it costs. Every semester, get a copy of your transcripts, because the college that you're at is going to try to screw you over. Because, as I've said, and I want to say it again, college is generally a scam, just to get your money. Most people who go through college are not really going to be making a whole lot of money. It's true. Now, don't expect, no matter who you are, you're not going to get the big bucks as soon as you graduate. Don't expect that. That's just stupid. But a lot of jobs, you're going to start at a low pay, and you're going to stay there. I've seen jobs, I know everybody tells you STEM, 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 STEM. Let me tell you like this, okay? I have a degree in molecular biology and biochemistry. STEM did not help me at all. I know a lot of others who get degrees in science and engineering and technology and mathematics. You don't make a whole lot as much money as you think. You can go to Medzilla. That's a site, has a whole lot of science corporations you can apply for. It's called Medzilla. MEDZILLA.com, I believe it is. I put my resume and all this stuff up on there. There's so many companies and so many jobs. Not getting any of them. You gotta know people at those corporations. And you gotta be outgoing so you can call them and all this stuff, follow-ups. And if you look at some of those jobs, you'll see postdoc, mandatory, preferred postdoc, and PhD, mandatory. They want you have a PhD and postdoc, or they'll say postdoc must have a postdoc, which is like a little bit more after PhD. You do more fellowships and whatever. And then, this is going to make you laugh, starting pay $35,000 a year. $35,000 a year, which is a whole lot more than what I'm making. But $35,000 a year to start, and you have a PhD in a science research field, doing research. And it's a supervisory role on top of that. Think about it. So I do not want to hear this nonsense about, oh, you do STEM. And I suggest you do it. Now, there's certain things you major in, like women's studies, gender studies, BS like that, art, music. Good luck. You want to get into drama, acting? Good luck. Nothing wrong with music, nothing wrong with drama, nothing wrong with acting. The gender and women's studies is a bunch of nonsense. But the other stuff, you know, art and music, we need that stuff. That stuff is good, and there's nothing wrong with majoring in it, but try to major in something that will get you a job. And also try to know people. You know, if you're an artist, I suppose you can probably try. There's a lot of galleries, you know, you get to know people at these art galleries. Why not do that? Or get education major alongside it, and you can do art in school. I know some of you might think, well, I wanted to become rich with my paintings or whatever. Good luck. You know, graphics design and all that stuff. It's great to do this stuff. You do need to research your major. Make sure it's going to be something that will have a job. Doesn't guarantee you will, because I applied for nursing school too, not just medical school and all these things. I took the nursing exam. I did better than 96%, no, 92%. The pharmacy exam I did better than 96%. No, I'm sorry, it's reversed. Yeah, the nursing exam I did better than 96% of the people that took that exam that year. And 1997. The pharmacy exam I did better than 92%. Well, am I a pharmacist? Am I a nurse? I have the education. I actually have more than enough education to get to nursing school or pharmacy school or even medical school. I'm not saying I'm smarter than nurses and doctors and all these people. I didn't say that. I didn't get in because I made the mistake of not getting to know people, getting to know my professors. I couldn't. You know how hard it is for me to start conversations with people, especially back then? Trust me. And that's another thing. If you are shy, please go online and find ways, you know, resources that can help you through it. You know, go to your counselor. I know it's hard. I know how hard it is, trust me. But you need to do it. You need to work over that shyness. Take classes that require you to speak in front of the whole class. You need to do that. And sometimes you have to just force yourself to do it. It's hard. I know it's pretty much impossible to force it. I know how easy people try to make it out to be. But you do need to try to find ways to get over it, though. Because the longer you're in it, the harder it is to get out of it. It's like people who are fat, you know, and they want to lose weight. They think they're going to lose it quick. They forget it took years to put on that weight. It's going to take years to get that weight off. But it's not what you know, it's who you know. If you know the right people, you have a better chance of success after college and getting internships. Also, you know, and I know what I said at the beginning about minorities and women. I hate to tell you this, that ain't going to help you that much. It does help you a lot more than being, you know, a white male. White males have you know, look at these medical schools, for example. Look at the pictures you see all their students. If you're lucky, you might find one white male. Maybe one white male. Doubtfully, but you might. Mostly it's going to be women and minorities. And most of them, when they graduate, they go back to their countries that they came from. Same with graduate schools and all that stuff. It's not necessarily because they're trying to avoid letting white guys in. That's not necessarily the truth. A lot of white guys are into, you know, music, art, social justice, and crap like that, so they don't get into these programs anymore. And that's good to have diversity. You know, I prefer not to go to a white male myself doctor. I'd rather go to a female doctor. They seem to actually try to help you more. You know, male doctors, if you go to them, a lot of times they just talk to you like you're stupid and it's your fault that you're sick or whatever. But it's not always like that, but you know what I'm saying. But you really do need to get to know your professors and do these internships. And I know the problem is a lot of them, they don't pay a lot of money. These internships, they don't. They're over the summer and they may pay you a few $1,000s. But you really, really need to try them to get to know people. Also, get a part-time job. Like I said before, you want to make sure you're working. You can't work in graduate school or medical school, but you can work in your undergraduate years. Do that. Now, I want to say this. One time there was a grocery store I used to work at. I had great advancement opportunities. It was a wonderful place to work. I enjoyed working there. Won't give the name. But here's the mistake I made. I thought, because I believe these lies about college. I went to college and quit that job. I had no choice. Eventually I quit the job and was there for 4 years bagging groceries. At first I was, doing both at the same time, going to school. But, after a while, as you get higher level science classes, you kind of can't do both. Now, I quit that job. I'm not making a whole lot of money. Okay? I quit that job way back in 1997, 20 years ago. Now, if I had stayed there, let's say I never quit. I never quit that grocery store. Never quit that grocery store. I would be making 6 figures right now. So please, if you're working at a grocery store or any of those type of places, think very carefully about leaving that job. Maybe you could just take some business classes or something, and management classes. Okay? Some places you don't want to quit. Don't take a huge chance for your future. Don't be as stupid as I am. Yeah, you deal with a couple idiots no matter what job you have. Like old lady got upset because I couldn't use this hand because it was injured. So I'm holding it with this hand. I get her pie or cake or whatever the hell it was in the bag. She complained because a little bit was dented. But that's how it was, because it's on a little cardboard, and I didn't dent it. It was already like that. All the others did. When I went back to the bakery, they're like, well, the one she had, this is the best one we made. And of course, when you did ground beef, you actually touch it with your thumb, and it gets a little indentation. Some of the customers get pissed. It's still the same amount of meat. And you're going to do that yourself when you get home, when you deal with the freaking meat. But these dumbasses will get upset over it. And of course, you get the tall guys, these 6'8" type of guys that are jerks. One of them bullied this old man out of a Christmas tree. He already bought it. It was windy and cold. The wind blew the sold sign off the tree. He's like, well, there's no sold sign, so if I want blah, blah. Of course, he didn't get it because, when the old man threatened to call the cops and everything, he kind of calmed the freak down. And another dumbass tall guy, pulling up the carts. He comes around the corner. Stop staring at my wife. His wife hadn't even came around the corner yet. But you will deal with idiots like that. But, it's just how it is. And, I don't want to get into all these other stories I have. I got a lot of stories. And so do you guys, I'm sure. But seriously, be careful. It's not who you know, it's what you know. I'm sorry. It's not what you know, but who you know. So be careful. And I wish you success in your life. Do not end up like me. Please watch my videos about debt and how not to be a loser. Bye.